do it. Well, y'all, it's time for me to address the 8,000-pound elephant in the room. That is A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Don't worry, I'm going to get to this one soon, but I had to talk about Freddy's Revenge because it is the black sheep of the Elm Street series. As you know, my favorite movie of all time is A Nightmare on Elm Street. This is the sequel, the direct sequel to that movie. Over the years, this movie has gotten a lot of shit. Okay, it's been picked on for its homosexual undertones and homoerotic, whatever the hell you say. Now, with that being said, that is not the reason why this movie doesn't work, okay? So, to those out there that are sensitive about that shit, no. The movie is not a failure because of the homosexual stuff. In today's society, it's an accepted thing, okay? It's part of our society. It's considered normal, all right? So, if it's in a movie, okay. Well, it depends on what kind of movie it is. But anyways, with this one, the reason why this movie did not work in Nightmare on Elm Street 2, and I'm going into spoilers here, so let's just assume that you've seen the movie. If you haven't seen it, you know what to do. Stop this video, come back, let's talk about it. The reason why A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, does not work is because it just makes no goddamn sense. The original movie, Freddy's power, his superpower, what he can do is he can go into your dreams and taunt you, and haunt you, and eventually kill you. In the second movie, the one I'm talking about now, Freddy has to use a body. He needs a vessel to connect himself to the outside world to gain victims, to gain souls. What the fuck sense does that make? What's the whole point of him being this entity that can come into your dreams, but yet now he needs to use Jesse, played by Mark Patton, who is the original, the first male Scream King, Queen, whatever you want to call him. Alright, look, don't get sensitive, but look, you have to admit, this is a boy, alright? In the movie, I guess he's supposed to be, you know, he's not, but he screams like a girl. That's just what it is. You cannot deny that. He screams like a bitch. It is what it is. Freddy needs Jesse's body to gain souls. It does not make sense. That means did he lose the ability to go into people's dreams? Is it only Jesse or whoever lives in that house on Elm Street? Is it only the person that lives there whose dreams he can haunt? No. All right, he had multiple victims in the first movie. Glenn, Rod, Tina. They didn't live in that house. He was able to go into their dreams. So why does he need Jesse? It doesn't make sense. But with that being said, y'all, the movie does have moments of greatness, all right? And the one thing I will applaud about Elm Street 2 is that it tried to be scary. Because if you think about it, as the movies went on, it became more comedy. It became more parody. They became less scary. The second movie, though ridiculous and does not make any sense, it's almost like whoever the producers was said, okay, just put together a quick sequel. Let's make this a cash grab because the first one made so much money. Let's hurry and put a sequel out there while Freddy is still hot. And it's like whoever wrote the script didn't put any thought into it. He just says, okay, let's just try to make a scary movie and put Freddy Krueger in it. So I think that's the reason why this sequel is disjointed from the rest of them, because it just contradicts what Fred Krueger is all about. All right, he's the man of your dreams. And this one, he haunts Jesse, but now through Jesse, he can come out and kill other people. Which brings me to the moments of greatness. Now, the moments of greatness in this movie is the transformation scene. I remember watching this as a kid and being freaked the fuck out. All right, to those talking shit about this movie now, if you watched this as a kid back in the day, now, I mentioned I didn't see the first movie until I was 9 years old. Correction. I'm going to correct that. I saw the first movie when I was like 7, okay? I was still really young, but I was around 7. I watched Dream Warriors first. Dream Warriors was the first Freddy movie I think I've ever watched, and then I watched the first one. But the reason I was always scared to watch the second movie is because I saw the image when back in the day, remember the TV guides back in the day, and they would show you the movies coming out for that month? I remember seeing the TV guide back when the movie first came out on HBO, and there was the image of Jesse starting to transform into Freddy, and you see Freddy's knives come out of Jesse's hand. That was the image that I saw. Fucked me up. I had no desire to watch it. So I watched 2 after I watched the 3rd one and the 1st one. So when I finally did get the balls to watch 2, it still creeped me out. So to those talking shit about Elm Street 2, you have to admit, homo shit and all, you was scared of that movie at one point. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That transformation scene where Jesse becomes Freddy, where you see him come through his stomach and shit. You see the eyeball in the back of the mouth. You see the knives coming through the hand and shit. And then the dude that's there trying to get out, you know, instead of jumping through the window, he's sitting there watching the transformation like a dumbass. Yeah, that was a highlight of the movie. And I tell you, the best moment of this movie to me, my favorite moment, was at the pool party after Fred kills all those kids, right? And then he has that famous line, you know, "You are all my children now." All right, the scene where the father, had the shotgun pointed at Freddy, right? Shot at him, and Freddy looked at him, chest poked out and everything. And remember how Freddy was walking away? You know, tell me that wasn't the coolest shit, man. And remember, this is a white dude playing it, man, but Freddy walked off like a straight up G. Like, nigga, I can kill you, but I got better fish to fry. I'm out. And left in a blaze. So this movie does have some highlights, but yes, it does go into weird areas. Like the whole gay bar scene where Jesse goes to a gay bar and he runs into his gym teacher there. I'm like, okay. And who can forget the dance number that Jesse did in the movie? I gotta give Freddy's Revenge a C-, man. I can't shit on the movie all the way. I think it's a C- because of the iconic Freddy moments, okay? When he busts through the glass and he disappeared, you know, the pool party massacre, the transformation scene, you know, even some of the lines in the movie, you know, "You've got the body, I've got the brain." Remember when Will Smith, this is to all the old heads, but remember when Will Smith made that song "A Nightmare on My Street" back in the day, when it was DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince? Tell me that shit was a high back in the day, man. Freddy was such, even with that second movie, it shot Freddy into superstardom, and then Dream Warriors just took it to the next level. But you gotta give some props to the black sheep of this series, Elm Street 2. It is not the worst. You know, as far as the worst Freddy movies, yeah, Freddy's Dead. Dream Child I would definitely put up there, in Elm Street 2, but I can't say 2 is the worst. That's just my opinion, y'all. So I'm not going to ramble on about it. C- is what I give this movie. What did you guys think of Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge? Comment freely below. Thank you for watching. As always, this is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.